Praise be to the name of the Lord. Greetings, family. It's been a minute. I hope you are well. We've missed you so much, and you are tuned in to Go Love TV. And I mean, what's Go Love TV without my beautiful Jueristo? And as always, I'm not alone. I'm with Jueristo.
Greetings in the wonderful name of Jesus Christ. Risto kenna, libito laka kenna tumisang, and I love it here. Welcome to Go Love, and I hope we are going to be interacting in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and follow us, and call your people to come and join us on this Go Love podcast.
We've missed our community, but we are back with a bang. And as you know, that on Go Love TV, we tackle topics that you will not find on a normal Sunday. We tackle topics, that are deemed as controversial. And I mean, today we have a powerful man of God. Jokes aside, we today we're talking about social entrepreneurship.
Yes.
We have someone who started a movement that's impacting lives. I mean, holistically, economically, and otherwise. And to kick off our topic, let's get to know our guest. I will not do the introduction. Let him introduce himself. Let's get to know him.
Sabelo, thank you so much, and Jueristo as well. No, actually, I think that's the name that I had. And you also introduced yourself actually with two names. Yeah. So then I'm kind of stuck in between. Or which name am I going to use?
All of them work.
Well?
All of them
I would prefer to use the name to me as well, because that's the one that you also confirmed.
Yeah.
True. So, my name is Tabang. And before I get to introduce myself, I think, Sabelo, it is quite an honor for me to be here, considering the fact that, when I got an invitation, I had to go through the channel, trying to see and what you guys represent and stuff. And me having to sit here with you too, I am beginning to question myself to say, am I even worthy to sit here, considering the fact that I have seen quite a lot of people that I respect, sharing this seat here today. And I love the people that you have hosted recently. And I hold them with high regards. So then for me, I believe that I am more like a foot soldier, compared to them. So, but Sabelo, thank you so much for extending the invitation to me. This is quite an honor. My name is Tabang from Limpopo Fashion Federation. I am also the founder of a Red Modeling Agency. I am also the founder of Red Promotions as well. And but I believe that today we'll be talking quite a lot more about the fashion movement, which falls under Limpopo Fashion Federation. By the way, I am the founder of Limpopo Fashion Federation.
Okay.
So then I believe that for conversational purposes, I'll be sharing what I do more and my role within the Limpopo Fashion Federation.
Sure.
Welcome to Go Love TV, and you have made it. As you have seen the people that you are respecting here, you're also one of the people that we also hold in high regard. And thank you for accepting the invitation, and may the Lord bless you, and may your business flourish. And
Amen.
Welcome.
There's a lot of stigmatization around fashion, men, So how, what inspired you? Maybe let me put it like that. Where is this love and passion for fashion to even an extent where you even start a movement?
It is also important for me to know that I am a born-again Christian. I love God, and I am saved and washed by the blood of Jesus.
Wonderful.
Sabelo, for me to venture into the fashion space, I come from the social entrepreneurship space, whereby we did and we ran quite a lot of programs around the township. And some of the people who are watching this right now might be recognizing my face from some of the programs that we have run around the township as well.
Yeah.
We did quite a lot of programs in Limpopo. We did quite a lot of entrepreneurship programs in Gauteng, in Tembisa as a whole. We did quite a lot of programs extensively at even Soweto as well, Joburg as well. So then my background, or I come from the space of entrepreneurship, specifically the social entrepreneurship space.
Yeah.
And from a more business side, which is the part where I am directly involved in, I am more concerned about the challenges, the problems that the people in the township are facing. So in each and every space that I participate in. So then, but before I ventured into that, I grew up at church. And I've always had questions in church to say that, because where I come from, I used to believe that there are certain things that are meant for a certain group of people. That is the background that I come from. So, but growing up at church, I had to study the Bible for myself. I had to grow in the Bible as well, even in the scriptures, even in the Word as well. I had to, find mentors in the church space as well, so that I can be able to navigate through my Christian space relative to my economic side of things, or my economic endeavors as well, because I was running business as well. So I remember there was a time I came through a scripture. I think it was in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8 or 18, if I'm not mistaken, but I think it's chapter 8. And it said, you must remember now this day that it is the Lord. You must remember that it is the Lord your God who give you the strength to get wealth, so that you are like He can establish His covenant. I think the last part is the most important part. Is that you must remember this day that it is the Lord your God who gives you wealth, a power to get wealth, so that He can establish the covenant that He swore to our forefathers. Yes. Yeah. So then I was like, okay, then what is the covenant that He has sworn to our forefathers? I wanted to know more about that. And I also wanted to know how I fit into that covenant as well. So then I did quite a lot of research on that. I also did a research on my background as well to say that what is the kind of belief system that they held by then. So I also came to understand that, some of my grandfathers as well, my mother, even my fathers as well, they kind of get some kind of a prophecy, if I can use the term, whereby they say, they're going to establish business as well. They're going to go into various space of the industry. So I was like, okay, then I guess I found a place where I fit into the space. So then that's when I ventured into business to begin with. So moving from the social entrepreneurship space, then I was like, you know what, now that I am working with, because I was working with different industries, I was like, you know what, I think it is high time that I look into the space that is quite controversial, especially as a man. And that's because I also saw a need and a serious gap into the space, because quite a lot of people were shying away from that space, specifically Christians, because they used to say that, for a man, that is not a space to be at. So I wanted to be in that. And the idea for me to venture into that, I think you need to bear with me because I enjoy talking.
Yeah. No, we can tell.
Right?
So then I remember normally, like when we venture into any space or when we run a program, there is what we do, and it is called a 360-degree research, whereby we get to talk to 360 business owners. We get to talk to industry participant as well, so that we can get more insight about the industry. What is it that the industry needs? What is it that the people that are participating within the industry need? So that we can be able to tailor our program, so that we can be tailor whatever that is happening within our organization, specifically for those people who need exactly what we should be offering. Because I think from a business perspective, it is quite useless to run or to offer services that people do not need. Sure. So then we wanted to make sure that we offer services that people need. So then we did a 360 research, spoke to the industry participant so that we can get the insight. So then that's when we said, you know what, this is the industry that we need to be in. We have the resources, we have whatever is needed to make sure that we provide all that. Then that's when we came up with the idea, the concept of Limpopo Fashion Federation.
Sure. Wow, that was a mouthful, and I'm quite excited that, I mean, you have taken us through the background of how it started and the thought process and the background work that you've done. And I think for another creative watching this episode, it will give them, those insights will help them to actually go do the work as well. It's not about the glitz and the glam, but I mean, there's some background work that happens there. With that said, let's go grab some water, and then when we come back, we will talk about the actual events that are coming.
Welcome back to Go Love TV. We are still seated with our brother Thabang and looking so handsome in what he will tell us what he's wearing eventually. But he has spoken about Limpopo Fashion Federation. I wanted to understand, when did it start? How long have you been in it? And as I was listening to you talk, you sound like you were trying to solve a problem. And I would love to also that you go into the problem that you were trying to solve, because this is in your heart more than it is just a business. So when did Limpopo Federation Fashion? You will correct me there. It sounds like a riddle, Bazalane, so he will correct me there.
It's a very interesting question again. Limpopo Fashion Federation we started Limpopo Fashion Federation last year.
Okay.
Last year. I think by just the mention of Limpopo, I think almost everyone can tell that I am from Limpopo. We came up with the idea of Limpopo Fashion Federation because me coming from Limpopo and having to work with fashion designers from different areas of Limpopo, then we came up with an idea that we have to create an environment that introduce Limpopo fashion culture to the outside world.
Okay.
So then we wanted to make sure that we take the Limpopo fashion culture to the outside world, not only to Gauteng only, but even to other provinces as well, and extensively again to other countries as well. So hence, after having founded Limpopo Fashion Federation, we established a great network of fashion councils as well. You know, we are talking about different councils in Zimbabwe. We have another council as well, which is a council partner in Mozambique. We also have a fashion council as well, which is a partner as well in Sudan. And we are also working on, establishing a very reputable partnership with other, councils as well, outside Africa. You understand? So, but the idea was to take the Limpopo fashion culture to the outside world. Let the people out there get to understand our views on fashion. What is it that fashion means to us? Yeah. What is it that we are planning to do fashion as well? So, and on top of that, it is also centered around the preservation of fashion of the Limpopo culture through fashion as well. So we have quite a lot of designers that side as well that are making sure that we maintain our culture through fashion. Yeah, because I believe that as much as we as an organization and a movement, we embrace diversity, inclusivity, we make sure that we are inclusive in all our programs as well.
Yeah.
So, but looking into that, we can also understand how inclusivity also affect the pattern or the change in different cultures as well. And that also affect the fashion space. So imagine like 20 years from now on, most people might not even tell, or the people in from maybe Ubulobedu, for example, what is their fashion attire, because at this point we can tell, okay, this one is a Zulu based on the kind of an attire that they are wearing. So, but when we talk about maybe people from Ubulobedu, how much as well, what do you think will be their fashion attire? What is their fashion attire? So then we wanted to make sure that we maintain that culture, that practice as well. And not only the people of Ubulobedu, but we're also talking about our people in Venda. We're also talking about our people in Guyana as well. We are also talking about every culture, even in Kakapolukan as well. Then those are our people. And we are making sure that our movement promotes this fashion culture.
Sure. I'm a very visual person. Can you paint a picture of what happened last year when you hosted this event?
Wow.
The order of the day, what happens there?
Yeah.
It is one of the most recognized event, not nationally, but even globally as well. It is called Zanini Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Okay.
We hosted Zanini Fashion Week, which was like at Mercedes-Benz in Zanin. It received a great deal of the reception was good. It was amazing, and so that's when I learned that people in Limpopo are willing and able to support the fashion movement, the fashion culture. So despite of the gender whatsoever. So the reception was amazing.
Yeah.
The reception was amazing. And, having to kickstart our movement that side, we were a bit skeptical, about the reception. We were not quite sure or how are people going to accept this kind of fashion or this kind of movement. So lucky for us, we had to do the 360 research on that to make sure that the reception is good. We had quite a lot of people that came up to the event. We partnered with APSA to execute the event. We also worked with brands like Edgar's. We worked with Revlon as well. Those are our strategic partners to our event, by the way. So yeah, it was amazing.
And the models in the community, like where are you sourcing models? Because there's a problem model watching to say I want to be part of that. Where are you getting talent from?
That is the interesting part. That is the interesting part because I think 80% of our services or our programs they are targeting the designers. However, we do work with models as well through our mother agency, which is our Red Modeling Agency. I am also the founder as well. I sit on the board of our Red Modeling Agency. So we work with models from different areas or different locations. Okay. So we have models in Mpumalanga, we have models in Gauteng, we have models in Limpopo as well, we have models in KZN as well. We have models in different areas. However, whenever we do an event, whenever we do anything that is that involves the models, that involves the fashion designers as well, we always do what we call an open call. Because we want to make sure that we create that opportunity. We give other models as well an opportunity to be part of this movement as well. And we also understand the complexities of the industry and in terms of the entry barriers. Because people tend to look at the height, the complexion, and gender as well, which is something that we're also working on. I mean, most people think that a man cannot be in fashion, a man cannot be a model, especially in where I come from, you see. So that is why it is quite rare to see a male model. Not that they are not there, they are there, but they are few. There are few. So hence I said, like our industry is quite inclusive. Our activities, our programs, everything that we do relative to designers, fashion shows, fashion events, modeling, we are inclusive in all ways. So we want to make sure that everyone can be part of this movement, irrespective of their gender.
maybe let's talk about the 27th of September.
Yeah.
Something, you are cooking, something is happening there. Talk to us about what's really happening. Pencil the date, 27th of September.
Oh,
Something is happening. Talk to us about that event.
You know, when we say literally like we are cooking something, there is this joke that I always make with my friends, well, they are pastors. You know, they always say, "Son of man, what do you see?" so I always say, "No, man, you know, this is a joke actually. It is not like just you know scriptural based. We would say, no, you know, I see a boiling pot because we are cooking something. You know, it comes from the book of Malachi and the book of Zechariah as well, whereby like, you know, God was speaking to the prophet. He said, like, I see a boiling pot coming from the north. So I always say, no, if we are busy working on something, we say, no, I see a boiling pot. It's because we are cooking something, but
Because
otherwise,
we are cooking.
We are cooking.
And you are from the north.
I am
From the
listen. So and by the way, my totem like is an elephant. So that's why.
Same.
So exactly, we are people of the north.
They are rekindling the 27th.
We are people of the north. So on the 27th, we are working on a very, actually, it's a trend-setting event happening in Hatalena Lifestyle, which is in Tembisa. And it will be happening on the 27th, yes. It's a very interesting event because what we were doing on that, we were trying to come out, actually we are working on coming out of the normal or the accepted norm of, or the accepted definition of a fashion show in the township. You know, because oftentimes whenever we think about, you know, a fashion event in the township, we always think about maybe the pageant, we always think about a standard fashion show in the township, but this time around we are moving out of that. We are bringing the concept of you know, the global idea of fashion in the township, and we also highlight the future of fashion in the industry or in Gauteng as well, to say what will the fashion industry look like maybe in the next 5 years, and how is it going to affect the fashion designers as well, and what can we expect the fashion or certain design to look like in the near future as well. You understand? So hence that's where comes the idea of inclusivity, to say how are we going to look like maybe in the next 5 years as designers. The industry is changing. So we are introducing like the future trend of fashion in the industry, to say that if you come to the show, you know that you're going to see what fashion will be looking like for the next 5 years as well. And on top of that, we are working on creating what we call a one day or a virtual mall, whereby you can just come to the event as well, and you get to experience, or actually it is a mobile mall, if I can use the term, whereby you get to see different collections of designers and their creativity, their innovation, like around the space as well. That's when you'll be able to see that. You'll be able to get the new garments that are available on sale, like this one, for example, just in case you want it, it will be available on stage. So you can also buy it. It will be available for that day. And for those people who love fashion, I am for my fashion community. I love people
Who doesn't love fashion?
So for those who love fashion, and for those who want to explore new fashion, and you know, coming to our event, you will get to get different style, different taste of fashion, and we are talking about, it's a couture event. You know, and by couture we mean that we are talking about, in a more layman's term, we say it's a it's a designer. You know, they say, no, I wanna, you know, wear something specifically for this kind of an event. I don't want something that I can find in the shop. Then that is couture. Then that's where we come in, and we have our finest designers, you know, the greatest designers that you can ever meet in Gauteng as well. They are part of the event. You will be able to network with them, get to share ideas with them, get to hear their inspiring stories, how they started and how they are navigating through the industry. So it's going to be a very interesting event.
Sure.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask, Jorge, is there a specific focus or there's a variety there? Because the minute you say, I'm from Limpopo, and you were mentioning the tribes, I'm thinking cultural. I'm already in my head, I'm seeing, otherwise he is with his designer there. They've got something, it's got a Basotho print here. Is it Sishweshwe?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Basotho blanket print there.
Combination, yes.
And now you're wearing something different.
Yeah.
I want to understand, on the day, are we focusing on cultural, or is it a variety of culture?
I think the term itself, culture, like is
Yeah. Okay,
yes.
okay.
It's gonna be like a variety of designs and
Yeah.
And by the way, in terms of the dress code, I know that whenever we talk about events, people always think about what am I going to wear to this event,
True.
and how am I supposed to show up looking like. So it is, you have to dress to kill, dress to impress.
Listen.
Dress to impress, dress to impress. So
Yeah.
So with the idea now that you mentioned that me mentioning different cultures in Limpopo and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that when we did briefing of our pre-show briefing, we sat down with our designers. So and we looked into the future. Sitting now looking into the future of fashion to say, guys, what is it that we're going to do and gather the show and making sure that we give the people exactly what they are looking for. And I'm happy that we got to agree that we have to look into the future of fashion. So hence we also talked about the idea of inclusivity, right? And I believe that if you can look at what I'm wearing right now, this is a combination of different styles.
True.
This is a combination of different styles. And I also loved it when I was talking to my designer, Begani, on the other side. I love something that represents the township. I love something that represents the township, and I also love something that represents where I come from personally. And I think I should also show you, because if you can see this watch also, it is quite broken. It tells a story, so it's intentional. It tells a story.
Oh, it's sentimental.
So it's a sentimental piece. So it highlights where I come from personally. And how I ventured into the space. I think I should also...
Let me interject, sorry, because I'm looking at the time, right? Our community, Go Love TV, most, if not all, they've never been to a couture. They've never been into a fashion show. Most of them, it's my friends in ministry, they are just wearing those shiny suits. Wearing to cover the body, the temple of the Lord,
some boboza here and there.
Right? I want you, I can hear you talking concept. We can tell that you are the CEO. I want you to give you a minute to sell this event. Take them through what they will experience when they get there. To say, when you get there, you're going to see a very big ramp. And of course, I'll be there on front seat, guys. Let's meet there. Visualize something for them, because, I mean, people don't know these things. You need to be a lover of it for you to participate. So we're tapping into, this is uncharted territories.
Thank you.
Your minute starts now.
But I think I should get maybe an additional minute on top of that, because I need to highlight something first.
Okay.
By the way, I will be turning 40 soon. Don't look at my physique, I'm well preserved. So actually, let me be a bit controversial on that. There was a time in my life, especially as a born-again Christian, whereby I wanted to get married. And I've always wanted to get married at church. And I always wanted to marry a Christian, a born-again Christian. That's me, and that was me as well. So I remember I went out one time and I asked this other lady from church, I wanted to marry a sister.
Sister C.
Sister C. And by that time, because I was a staunch Christian, I was that Christian with shiny suits and the long nose shoes and the chicken bobos and stuff. I was like that. And I remember I asked the lady out. I was like, you know what? I want to take you out to on a date. I want to get to know you and stuff. And she looked at me. She was like, but Wutitaba, have you taken time to look at yourself and see how you look like? And I was like, okay, what is wrong with how I look? And she said, but I'm a born-again Christian, but I don't think I will be comfortable going out with a person who look like you. And I think me coming from where I come from, which I have this, I come from a very
Humble.
sensitive background. You know, this is what Joel tells my story. I will tell you after this.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm used to rejection. I'm used to being disappointed. I'm used to.
We bind that in Jesus' name.
Yeah, actually, I was used to that.
Yes.
I'm delivered, by the way.
Amen.
Yes, so, okay, after that experience, I went out. You know, I was like, okay, no, I still want to get married. One way or the other, I'm going to get married, and I'm going to get married to a born-again Christian, like a lady, when I marry her. So sharp. I went out, looked at myself, and it was before I went into the fashion space. So I went out, I was like, okay, no, maybe it is time that I look into the space. But then I started befriending like church ladies, trying to understand what they think about fashion, trying to understand their expectations from church brothers as well, and how they look. And I realized I found something interesting. Almost every lady at church wants a man who knows how to dress. And they love at least a man like with a good or a fashion sense. And that's when actually I was like, okay, no, now that I'm in the space as well, then I get to understand why and why they've always wanted this. And that, you know, maybe it is time that we challenge some of our brothers as well to also consider the idea of looks, you know. They might not say that. I think now as a brother, you know, considering the position that I'm at right now, I think many people have no power to stop me from saying this. But I think as brothers, we also need to consider our looks. You know, let us check, you know, the things that we put on as well, and how we fit into that, so that let's get finally. So now getting back to Ekurhuleni Couture Week.
Yes.
You know, there is quite a lot of activities that will be happening. You know, we will be having a welcoming function whereby for those who love to network, for those who wants to meet the industry movers, industry trendsetters as well, our welcoming function, it is the right place to be. That's where like every fashion lover needs to be at. So that's where you get to interact directly, one-on-one, have all access to designers, get to understand their stories, get to understand like how they get there as well, and they can also advise you in terms of style. You know, looking at you know, your physique or what kind of style you like might be able to suit you on that one. We'll also be having fashion consultant as well on that. So they'll also be advising people on how to, you know, to dress as well. Fashion consultant. We have stylists in the show as well, starting from you know, the dress code, the hair, even the shoes as well. We'll be having all that in our welcoming function. We'll be able to network with them, sit one-on-one with them, get to talk with them as well. And I know that our generation love pictures. It will be a very lovely environment for people who love content. So it's a place to be. You can come.
What time is that? That piece?
We are going to start at 10.
10.
Yeah, we're going to start at 10. And I'll also invite content creators as well. It is a very rich environment for people who are looking for collaborations. It's a very interesting segment in the show. So I would invite them, come and join us. And to my fashion community as well, especially for those who love fashion. So we'll be starting our shows as well, I think around 12. So that's when, you know, everything will be going up. Will be going down, up and down, and
You are very wary, my friend. I said, give me a description of what's going to happen. You are giving me concept. I want you to paint a picture. I want to close my eyes and visualize and imagine being there. Because, like for real, our people have never been. Right? So I want to say, okay, from 10, we network. From 12, this is what happens.
Yeah, if I would give you that program, like, it would be less interesting. It will be less interesting because if you can go to our platform, especially on our socials, that's when you'll be able to get every kind of information that you might be looking for, including the program as well. So, but I think in short, just to summarize that, Ekurhuleni Couture Week is a high-end celebration of fashion.
Yes.
So, for anyone who is looking to celebrate fashion, the event, the Ekurhuleni Couture Week, it is a place to be. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
I am definitely going.
We are there. The
we are there.
will be
Cheers to be
broadcasting live from there. And we have a piece. I don't know if we still have time. We have one
yes,
piece
yes.
that we can show. We'll just hold it while we close.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for taking time to come talk to us. This was very insightful. And I mean, it talks to a whole lot of a lot of things, right? From showcasing talent. Oh, look at that.
Look at
Khweris.
that.
This is amazing,
What size is this? I might as well keep it.
right?
Size small.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you
This
so
is
much.
beautiful.
And this will suit you perfect.
Right?
Perfect.
Yeah. Ke tshwantse ke khiba hona mo. Ngwana mme. This is so beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
It is.
Amazing, amazing. So thank you guys. We shall meet there on the 27th, 10 o'clock. We will be there. What is your parting shots?
You keep saying there. I wish you could tell us the address. Gore. Where is there? On the 27th at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
There.
There.
Okay, the address is 27 Mapanga Street. Mapanga Street, yes.
Yes.
In Emoyeni section.
Emoyeni.
Emoyeni section in Tembisa. The place is called GL Lifestyle.
Okay.
Yes, I think many people know it as Hatalen now.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tabang, Walimpopo Festival Federation.
Federation.
From me to Misang, I am happy to have had the experience and definitely going to meet other fashion people and see what the space is about and meet other communities and to see what other people are doing. Otherwise, we are God's Love Christian Family Church based at number 69 President Park on Republic Road. And keep watching, keep subscribing, call your people to like and share our podcast so that we can build a community that encourages people like Abuti Tabang so that they can grow and encourage other people as well.
As well, I mean, Khweristo, you've said a mouthful.
Listen.
It was lovely to connect with you. Do subscribe and let's grow the community of Go Love TV. We shall meet on the 27th of September.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goodbye.